What's up, Trail Trash? Welcome back. On today's episode, I just want to give you a quick update on my wheels and tires for the FJ. I have received both of them. I received the wheels last week, and I ordered the tires this past Monday, and they actually showed up on Wednesday. So I'll get into the pricing and the shipping and everything, I guess my whole experience with it. So if that interests you, stick around, check out the video, and we'll jump right into it. First, we're going to look at the wheels. And to be honest with you, I really did not do a lot of research on the wheels. I went with these for the pricing, and I think it's going to be a good fit for what I want to do. And if it's not, I'm not out that much money, and I'll be able to sell these. To me, they're really sharp wheels. My last set of wheels were Black Rhino, I think Prim or Prime, however you want to say it. But those are really expensive. They're great wheels, and mine still look brand new. So if I decide to sell them, I know I'll be able to get plenty of money for them. So I'm not worried about losing money on those. Those hold their value, especially when they're taken care of, and pretty much a brand new wheel. So anyway, let's check out these. Okay, so here are the wheels I went with. And these are by Circuit Off-Road. You can see that. Circuit Off-Road. And they say trail-proven wheels featuring spun forge construction. I know nothing about that. Like I said, I didn't do a lot of research on these. I do know the fitment's right. These are in a -10 offset. I like the JDM style appearance of them. I think they're going to look good on the FJ. And this is a flat bronze finish that I got the powder coating in. I like that. Not as gold as my other. I love the gold, but I think these are going to pop just as good, especially with the meaty tires on it. But I got these in a 17 by 8.5. I got them the same size as my other wheels, so if I want to swap wheels to tires, all of that, it's going to be the same. And like I say, I may end up keeping my bead locks, but the reason for going with this setup is this wheel's a lot lighter than my bead locks. I think they said 23 pounds or something. I think it's around 23 pounds, maybe slightly over. But I know with the new wheel and the new 37-inch tires, it's going to be 99 pounds is what it's going to weigh. So that is 5 pounds lighter than my beadlock wheels with 35s. So really excited about that, to get a larger tire with less weight. And then the packaging's really good on it. Like most wheels, you got your little, I call it a hairnet, but it goes over the face. But something different I saw on these was they had these guards around the ring. So those fit tight with this material, this foam material on both sides. So really good packaging for the shipping to protect everything during shipping. I haven't opened all the wheels yet. Like I said, they came in last week and been busy just kind of organizing the garage and all. But I've got to open all the boxes and make sure they fit the FJ. So I'll put it up and I'll test each wheel to make sure the bolt pattern's right and everything before I mount my tires, because once you mount the tires, you can't return a wheel. And it says that, but most wheel companies are like that. So always check your fitment and make sure this is actually going to fit and you like it before you actually mount the tire. So, and like I said, these are -10 offset. My other one's negative 38. So if I need to make up some space, and I'll go with I actually have my old wheel spacers. I think they're like Spiders or Spider Track or something. I don't know. I got them years ago. They were fine. Never had an issue with them. I'll run them again. But yes, circuit off-road wheels. That's a 17 by 8.5 in a flat bronze finish. And I didn't mention, but this is the name of this is the Stellar, Steller. That's the I guess that look, or that's the model or whatever. That's what they're called. They're called Stellar. Can't wait to get these on, check it out, and see how it looks. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about my wheels. I'm ready to get them mounted. One problem though is I forgot about my valve stem, so I had to order some valve stems today. I have some to work with, but I'm trying to figure out exactly. I want a shorter one, try to make sure it doesn't get knocked off. I think I am going to go with rubber ones on this one. And for the reason, let me show you, I did put one in here. I put one, installed one today, and it's a short rubber valve stem. I want one that I could replace on a trail or something. If I had to do it on the side of the road, whatever, I'll be able to do it just by keeping one in my tire kit. But let me show you this one. So you see, it doesn't stick out far at all. I like that because I have the Apex Design rapid release valve, and they'll screw onto that, and it's going to stick out to there, which is further than I like. So what I have done is ordered some that sit flush, so when I screw on my Apex Design valve, it'll stick to about where this is at, so it sits on the inside. So hopefully, those are supposed to come in Sunday, so hopefully I'll be able to actually work on mounting the tires up. Now let's take a look at the tires I went with. And the ones I went with, they are American company, but these are made in Vietnam. I feel good about American company. I'm glad these are not made in China. My last tires were Yokohama's Geolanders MTs, and it's a Japanese tire. It's a Japanese tire on a Japanese 4x4, so it made sense. I really like those tires, no issues. They've worn really well. I have one to wear down, but that's because of my bushings going out, my lower control arm, and me not recognizing it in time. But other than that, the other ones wore down wore down perfect. So, but the only thing, they're really heavy. The ones I went with are the Kenda Klever, and it's the 37 by 1250. Let me show them to you. So here they are. It is a big meaty tire. I like the sidewall on these. It's an aggressive sidewall, which the Geolanders, they are also aggressive. But these have really good lugs to get mud out. So I think they'll perform great in mud. And the one thing I liked about these, they're more round, like the profile of them is more round, like right here. My Geolanders, they come out square. So on the turning radius, I actually think this design is going to be better for you as far as saving or creating clearance for you on turning, which it's going to be tough to keep from scrubbing with these monsters. But we are going to do a lot of cutting, and I do have one other thing to go with this project that I've got to do, and I'll show you that over here. But these are the Kenda Klever 37 by 1250s, and that's 3 of them. And I've got 2 more over here. And I did go ahead and buy my full-size spare. But with the spare, I'm going to have to make a little bracket to relocate it. And I did have a subscriber that said you could turn your existing setup upside down and it creates a different setup, or creates clearance for it. But I think I want to just fab up something that bolts up to the factory location, and it sets it off and tilts it without pushing it too far out on the tailgate. I figured I'd just walk out here and show you. So this is a factory location, and this is with my 35. So I have maybe a 1/2 inch right there of clearance. So really, I'll probably have to go up about an inch, maybe an 1.25 to 1.5 inches, but I don't want it too far. I'm hoping I can still open my back glass at least enough to where I can get my cable out for my tent and stuff. So, but before I got this bumper that allowed for the clearance on it, I had 2 wheel spacers. 2 of my wheel spacers that I took off when I got my new wheels. I put 2 wheel spacers on there to set my 35 back and give me the clearance I needed so I didn't hit my bumper. I'm not wanting to do that with the 35. I'd rather fab up something that keeps it closer, because what I'm wanting to do is keep the weight closer to where the factory had it anyway. One other thing that I'll be doing is relocating my front body mounts. I have mine chopped, but I did purchase a relocation kit, and I have those right here. So this will relocate my body mount on each side. And it wasn't the ones I thought. I'd had some in my, I think the DRTs or something in my cart, but I don't know. I was just kind of ordered this wasn't the first choice I had, but these are by Apache Off-Road, and I did get them on a clearance, or not a clearance, but I caught them on Black Friday sale, so I didn't pay much for them, just over $100, which is great. And that's a project that I've got to do before I put my tires on there, which I'll probably get them on there before I actually do this, because there's going to be more cutting and stuff that I need to do. All right, so let's talk pricing. The wheels, I got those on, I think it's TQ Custom. There's TEQ Customs out of North Carolina. And I hit their I was online searching, I think I was searching body mount relocation kits, what it was. And I saw that on the Apache Off-Road one. So I went ahead and got it. It was a great deal. And then I saw they had wheels. And if they wouldn't have had the little disclaimer that said Toyota, fits all Toyota, FJ Cruise, blah, 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 I wouldn't have clicked on it. But so the wheels ended up costing me $170 each, which I thought was a great price for trying to put 37s on. So if it doesn't work out, I'm not happy with it, I can sell it and get some money back. So that was the reason I went with those wheels. And on the tires, they were the best deal I could find. And I searched from Black Friday until last week. And I didn't catch these on sale or anything, but I got them from Walmart.com. When I looked prior to this week, they didn't have 37s in stock. They only had 35. So they had the 37s, and I paid $386 a piece, which was the cheapest I could find anywhere online. Everywhere else is over $400, like $440 something or more. So I went with those. I got 5 of them. They shipped out, free shipping on all my products. It was free shipping, so no shipping. And yeah, so that's the price on it. Not bad. I was really happy with the tires because they shipped out. I ordered them Monday night. Tuesday afternoon, I got a notification that they ship. Wednesday, they showed up at noon. So pretty much overnight shipping, and it was free. It was FedEx shipping too, which is crazy. But anyway, that's the pricing on it. $170 for the wheels, $170 each for the wheels, $386 each for the tires. All right, y'all, that is it for this episode. Just updating you on the wheels and tires and giving you the price breakdown on them. Pretty happy with the, as far as the pricing, really happy with it. Like I said, that's the reason I purchased those wheels. I'll let you know, I'll give you an update, follow-up update on how I like them. But I do plan on next week, hopefully getting my valve stems in and getting started mounting them up, doing some test fitting and everything. So yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. If you have any questions about the FJ, the wheels, tires, anything that I'm doing, please drop them in the comments. I will get to them. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. It helps me out. I do have affiliate links in the description, so that's one way to help support the channel. And until next time, stay trashy.